We vibing on a sharp mindset, diving deep where the real ones intersect. Ideas flow like the beach. We connect knowledge in the air, let the wisdom reflect. From the highs and the lows, we navigate conversations that resonate, elevate, chasing dreams. Yeah, we never hesitate. In this journey of life, we cultivate. So tune in. Let's break down the grind. With a vision so clear, leave the doubts behind. On a sharp mindset, where the stars align, building futures together, one thought at a time. What's up, a Sharp Mindset family? Welcome back to another episode of A Sharp Mindset. On this podcast, we'll dive into real talk, mindset shifts, and personal growth. I'm your host, ST Sharp, and today we'll be discussing a topic that's what? Been on my mind lately. Yep, been on my mind lately. What's up, everybody? Look, man, today's topic is regulate the radio. Who's really DJing in your life? Ooh, look, man, let me tell you something real quick. Everybody got a radio playing in their head. Everybody. And the problem ain't the station, it's who you let DJ it. See, some of y'all been turning the volume up on voices that don't even know your story. You've been letting the music, the noise, the opinions, the comparisons, the who clapped for them but not me drown out your shine. But see, today, we regulating that radio. Not muting it, not pretending it ain't there. We regulate. Because see, greatness don't wait for applause. And flowers don't only fall on people that are standing tall. Sometimes the petals get picked up while you're still sitting. So if this episode don't shake you, man, you already asleep. Woo, look. But before we tap in, I want to thank everyone for tuning to another episode of A Sharp Mindset. Because when I speak, I don't do this for clout. I genuinely want to empower people. So track with me and tap into a motivational vibe that'll change your mindset for the better. So y'all already know what I want you to do. Please share, subscribe, share, subscribe. Get this gift out there to the world and become a part of A Sharp Mindset family today. All right, y'all, man. I said it. Regulate the radio. Who's really DJing your life? Huh. I need y'all to check the noise because it's loud, but you're louder. So let's be clear. The world is noisy on purpose, y'all. You got social media being noisy. You got the workplace noisy, family loud, friends loud, strangers loud. Everybody got an opinion on how you should run your race. Huh. But see, here's the flip. The more gifted you are, the louder the noise. Ooh, come on, see, because mediocrity don't get hectic. Average don't get reviewed, but potential. Oh, potential gets critiqued from the nosebleeds, y'all. See, some of y'all confuse the noise for high, like that you're like off track or something. That's like a signal for you. But no, that's confirmation, baby. But here's the danger. If you don't regulate that radio, you start dancing to music that ain't even yours. That's a jam. You speed up when you should be steady. You slow down when you should be sprinting. You doubt when you should be dangerous. Just because the song is popular doesn't mean it's meant for your stage. Ooh, come on, spitting them early. So stop waiting for flowers. Let me talk about the lie nobody wants to expose. See, that lie says, if I do good, right, somebody will notice. Nah, life don't work that way. See, some of the greatest people I know built rooms they were never invited into, held doors nobody clapped for. I'm talking about showed up consistent while everybody else was seasonal. And they were still waiting, waiting for recognition, waiting for validation, waiting for flowers just because they were standing strong. Hear me. Flowers don't drop because you're standing. They drop because something in you moves people, whether they admit it or not. And sometimes they don't get handed to you. They set them down quietly when you're not even looking. So don't confuse silence with invisibility, y'all. Because see, the petals get picked up even when you're sitting. Ooh, come on, hear me. You got to understand that sit season, though, that losing season. So let's talk about the sit. I'm talking about that sit season, the I'm on the bench season. I'm doing everything right, but nothing is popping season. That's that season that breaks people. Because see, feels like I would say sitting feels like stagnation when you don't understand preparation. But let me flip it, y'all. Some of the strongest versions of you are built when nobody is watching. When the radio is quiet enough for you to finally hear God. When the noise died down and you had to face yourself. When clap stopped and the character has to show up, man. You weren't sitting, you were being rooted. Pressure don't create diamonds. Time under pressure does. Woo. Jim. So regulate the radio during the sit. When you on that bench, man, just regulate. Because doubt loves silence, but purpose loves discipline. That's a gem. So I want you to ask yourself, who's touching the dial? Who's touching your volume? Whose opinions make you question your worth? Whose success makes you rush your process? Who got access to your ear but never invested in your future? Because see, everybody don't deserve DJing privileges, man. Some people gotta stay guests, not hosts. And listen, even good people can mess with your signal. And trust me, they mean well, y'all, but they don't see the full picture. So protect your signal like you protect your heart. If it messes with your frequency, adjust it or remove it. Regulation ain't emotional, man. It's intentional. That's a gem. So don't worry about them, man. Shine quiet and move loud. Everybody thinks shine got a sparkle. Nah. Some shines are a whisper. Some shines bleed. Some shines don't look pretty until later. But hit this. Moving in silence don't mean you're scared. It means you're strategic. Some of your biggest wins finna happen without an announcement. And that's okay. The work speaks fluent results, baby. Loud consistency beats loud talk every time. Turn the bass down on the noise and turn the trouble up on the mission. Feeling stuck? Tired of negative noise? Then stop. It's time to flip the script. On a sharp mindset, we don't ignore life challenges. We know you go through things to grow through things. Every episode is packed with real talk, fresh insight, and actionable gems to help you move from stuck to unstoppable. I don't do this for clout. I truly want to empower people. So track with me, tap in, and start sharpening your mindset for success. Listen now on all major podcast platforms. Let's go, y'all. So look, man, you're great even without the applause. Remember that. So let me say this slow. You already great. Not because they said so, not because they noticed, not because you got reposted, promoted, or praised, but because you kept going when quit made sense. And greatness don't beg for flowers. Greatness plant seeds knowing somebody else might pick them up. Legacy don't need permission. So regulate the radio. Keep showing up. Sit when you need to. Stand when it's time. And don't confuse your timeline with someone else's real. Come on, track with me. Take that final charge. If you're getting overlooked, you're not overlooked. If you feel unseen, you're being protected. If you're tired, rest. Don't retreat. Because the shine that lasts, man, wasn't rushed. The loudest glow comes from the steady fire, not explosions. That's a gem. Hear me, family. Look, that's my episode for the day, y'all. Before you turn this off, before you go back to the noise, I need you to sit with this, man. Every day you wake up, Somebody got a hand on your dial. Somebody's setting your tone. Somebody is choosing the track. And if you don't decide what that is, life will pick for you. You don't lose your shine overnight. You give it away one adjustment at a time, one Lord value on your purpose, one way's opinion that never earned access. Hear me. You don't need to be louder. You need to be clearer. Clear about who you are. Clear about what you tolerate. Clear about what stays on repeat and what gets cut off mid-song. Stop waiting for the flowers to fall out the sky, baby. Some of your greatest confirmations already happened. They just weren't handed to you. They were placed quietly, picked up silently. Not for applause, though, but for alignment. And if nobody told you lately, you don't need permission to regulate your life. You don't need validation to be great. You don't need to explain why you're choosing peace over noise. Turn the dial, mute the doubt, protect your signal, because when you finally take control of your frequency, everything that ain't meant for you fades out on its own. Woo! Look, man, if you enjoyed this topic and you're ready to DJ your own life, subscribe to the podcast, man. As always, stay positive, protect your peace, and track with me next week on another episode of A Sharp Mindset. Until next time, stay sharp, and I'll see you next week. Regulate the radio. Who's DJing your life? Let's go, y'all.